So now we can go out here. We have could open B and 1. And of course, as we are bad children, we'll go and open floor 1 of the tower. So what I didn't say last time, I spoke about the Greek statues and the angels here. The third one is... yeah, Egyptian. Just occurred to me while I was... I'm afraid of that tower. There's something terrible inside it. I think we read that. While I was rendering the recordings...
Tracking of primary subject has ceased. Initiate. Initiate.
While I was checking my recording if everything had worked, I just came across and saw... I looked at 2 of the 3 kinds of statues. Which is just a bit stupid. So this one is symmetrical again. Oh, it's just a slow door. Okay. Okay. How far are we up? Oh, that's okay. We're a robot, we can survive that for. Okay. 0, 1. This is like... is it Portal or Portal 2 that does that, where you go behind the scenes and see how everything is built while still solving the puzzles? I think it's mainly Portal 2 and Portal... I'm back again, and I definitely lost my thought process. My girlfriend called and I had to answer that. Let me say something. Never refuse to answer your girlfriend. Okay, you can take... this level is broken. I was talking about Portal style destructive levels, so this one doesn't allow me to take anything with me, but I can just take stuff out of this level. Like the thing I need for that star we found out there. Okay. Put it there. Okay, now we have inserted a failsafe and can go through to a computer. Detecting auxiliary hardware, found 1 external device, type device manager to control external devices. Truth. .html. Do not believe what they are saying. This is not the end of the world created by our Lord God in 6 days. This is a conspiracy of the government, Illuminati and international Darwinism. This is global warming 2.0 and a lie told by the children of Beelzebub. Science. Do not let them take your liberty. Exodus 21:24. Defend yourself against all vaccines, experiment, artificial medicines, and popery. I don't even know what to say to that. It's even labeled truth. Web crawler, yes. Oh yeah. Athena Sheptus. That's the... That was why I was so confused by all the mechanical stuff being in the Athena stories. It's because it's a novel, it's a modern novel, and he is and as part of that modern novel, I think they wrote it for this game. I could look it up for next time. So this is what every chapter is about. I remember the riddles of the Sphinx, the Council of Zeus. Those two I remember definitely. Athena in the Garden of the Hesperides was the one in the intro. Interesting. Human reproduction. Surely, if a machine is able to reproduce another machine systematically, we may say that it has a reproductive system. And how few of the machines are there which have not been produced systematically by other machines? Yes, but it is man that makes them do so. Yes, but it is not insects that make many of the plants reproductive, and would not whole families of plants die out if their fertilization was not affected by a class of agents utterly foreign to themselves? Each one of ourselves has sprung from minute animalcules, whose entity was entirely distinct from our own, and which acted after their kind with no thought or heed of what we might think about it. These little creatures are part of our own reproductive system. Then why not we part of that of the machines? Interesting. I think you could see it that way. Device manager. Elevator control point DR4. Okay. Show current operating parameters. Main Nexus elevator, number of floor 7, 1 shaft. Software license, free evaluation expired. Floor access control. Floor 3 to 6 need codes. So I reconfigure tool. I would like to unlock it. Auxiliary stairway access. The software license has expired. Always open mode. The auxiliary stairways in always open mode, okay? And exit the device manager and go away. How are they? Tower floor 1, okay. So I could take this light with me through the back of this, if need be. Okay. Or I could both of them with me for the purpose of using them. What was the door that opened there? I went through here. And that door opened and guides me around to here. Okay, nothing. And we unlocked floor 2. That's quite a view. Floor 2. And we immediately greeted by a QR code. Seems Elohim lacks the power to stop me from climbing this thing. No doubt he still has some tricks up his sleeve. Yes, he will have some tricks, I think. And we need a few more. We need 9 for the next one. Okay, but we have 4 already. So for the red ones, we only get them added as we explore the door that they belong to. Okay. And we're going down. Did I click 1? No, I clicked 0. Okay. So, next up, unlocking word B.
My child, have you been tempted by the tower?
Yes.
Know that it holds only death for you.
Aha, I've been there. Oh, this is the first of the more complicated ones. That won't work. This one will. Okay. Look around, look for QR codes and stuff. And there's a QR code. I've seen the truth, only Elohim can save us from eternal oblivion. Aha. Just a quick little reminder of how we look like. So, we are a machine, and we should always have that in the back of our mind.
A new land stands before you, my child. And know that this is a land of death, but also great beauty. As you walk amongst these tombs, consider all those who came before you, and how they served the greater purpose of which you are also part.
And we are in Egypt. It's quite nicely done, I think. Okay, let's look at it. What we have here? We can get a fan. And the other stuff we can get is a play button. You get that for me in reviews on YouTube? A little one of those, I think. I don't have one of those. Of course not. This is my first series. Okay, we have 7 again. Then again a boarded up one and one with stars. Okay. That's all we can get to here, so... Are we gonna go into it and do that one? Yeah, I think I'll have time for word B01 today. 5 yellow things and a star.
I have promised you eternal life. But know that eternity may only be attained by those who serve a purpose greater than themselves. All else is decay. So it was written in the hidden words before the beginning of time.
I'm finally getting some sense out of the entity in the archive. Thought at some cost to my sanity. I'm beginning to think this Elohim wields no more control over the world than we do. Yeah, but I can't talk to the entity. Now we get a... Okay, I'm very sorry about that. So we are not getting the basic information of our talk to the person in the computer. We're just getting the stuff that I hadn't done. I hadn't gone to the tower and then below and then talk to a computer again. Okay. Oh, you're just my favorite person today. You've been exploring that fancy pants tower office, haven't you? I have. I just love it when he doesn't get his way. What did you see? It goes up a long way. Figures. And did you get in trouble? Tell me, did he even notice? He said something about smiting you. He tried that a long time ago. I don't think he'll try again. Needless to say, I think you can afford to push a little further before risking anyone's wrath. Of course, it's entirely up to you, isn't it? Yeah. So this is the person, and this is the way we would talk to them. So if you first get to any computer, we would first have a little talk to this person. I think starting in the place with the 3 computers in one level that we did today, 3 or 4 episodes ago. I think that's the first one, or the one where Elohim calls out and hushes something away. That might be the first one of those. But we've missed a few ones, and I don't think we will get more if this didn't reset all this and we're getting those again. Okay, Osiris.1. No, Osiris1.txt. Now we're getting Egyptian lore. The dying man went unto the scribe who resided in Primijet and said, Behold, I am weak of body, my days under the holy sun of Amun-Ra are coming to an end. Though I have spent my years in service of the 2 lands, I have not studied the question mark. Tell me, you who are wise in the writings of the dead, what lies ahead on my journey? What will I face in the land of the Westerners? And the scribe spoke, saying, At the appointed time you will have an error. So Primijet, it is likely the location was changed according to who the copy of the book was made for. The dying man is an avatar of the owner. Okay. Amun-Ra is a god. In the older manuscript this is rendered as some controversy as to whether it... Okay. That's the sun god. Okay. And Land of the Westerners, the dead. Compare with Kenti Amentio, the foremost of the Westerners, a title later given to Osiris. Okay, the Westerners are dead. 5. Something is sometimes mistaken for a mistranslation on Butch's part. This is actually almost certainly a mistranslation by the ancient scribe. The equivalent portion of the older manuscript is sadly not existent. Got it. Lyrics. Cannot load video file. 24 million views. My new song with lyrics. Gotta laugh about this stuff. Love, that's the best medicine, lol. I've got it, you've got it, he's got it, she's got it, mommy's got it, daddy's got it, baby's got it, granny's got it, lady's got it, fatty's got it, heavy's got it, Savvy's got it, everybody's got it, come on. Jake's got it, Fred's got it, Bob's got it, Doc's got it. Doc is fine! Woof 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 woof. Dancy dog, everybody's got it, except off. Woof, we've got it, everybody's got it. I'll neither favorite that or add it to my playlist, thank you. What the fuck? Immortality. Disgruntlemeister's Blogstasy, episode 2 of 4. I don't know about everybody else, but I'm afraid of dying. I don't see any reason to believe there's an afterlife. I'm an organism like any other. When my brain stops working, my consciousness will cease and I will be gone. And you know what? I can't just embrace that. I can't say I'm okay with it or I've accepted it or some nonsense like that. I don't want to have an ending. It terrifies me. If I had a genie right now, I'd wish for immortality. Who wouldn't? Oh, but you wouldn't really want to be immortal, the pseudo-philosophers say. Pretentious drivel. Everybody wants to live forever. Maybe everybody deserves to live forever too, but we can't, so here we are. Live with it, or rather, don't. Yeah, they all died. And some persons get really trolly about everybody dying. I can't understand that. At least most of it. Okay, we have a plain level, no desert in view. Just like plain stuff with a few QR codes. I made a box float, seriously, it was awesome. But I think this is not yet a level for floating boxes. You spoiled the game! You shouldn't be allowed to put up such spoilers in a game. Should get a permadeath. Nah. Too stupid to video game. Okay. Exocomputer. Mutation. The role of mutation in evolution is particularly fascinating. Mutation is essentially an error in the organism's central database. A variable gets changed, a piece of information is accidentally doubled or combined with another. Most of the time, the result is the equivalent of a bug, causing anything from minor problems to complete system shutdowns. But sometimes the new information is functional, giving the organism an advantage against the challenges it faces, in which case it has a much higher chance of being passed to the next generation. Until we shut off evolution by doing society instead of cavemanning. If you consider how unlikely a beneficial mutation is and how long it takes for such a mutation to propagate, this process can give you an amazing insight into just how vast the genetic history of each living organism is. Simultaneously, it is intriguing to consider what a major role random errors have played in the evolution of life itself. The same process that has killed so many of us, often in horrific ways, is also responsible for our very existence. Capacity. From Trevor Donovan to Alexander Drennan, EL capacity. Yeah, no worries, EL is not only ridiculously fast, it also has a bazillion tons of space. Even while hosting a full copy of the archive, it will totally be able to handle all your project's data needs, assuming its output is as you suggested. I mean, the worst case scenario would be like centuries. That should be enough, right? Right? Yeah, it was more millennia than centuries, but yeah. Favorite by George Jameson. One of the common misunderstandings about evolution, sometimes accidentally promoted by people who should know better, is that it's an active process. Sometimes the term evolve is even applied to individual beings, as if some invisible force had driven them to suddenly change. But the truth is that individuals don't evolve. The term evolution describes a long-term process that can be observed in an entire population across time due to examples, in response to an external threat or challenge. If an individual coincidentally has a trait that allows it to deal with that challenge more effectively than others, it is more likely to pass on that information to its descendants. That information gives them an advantage, so over time they become the dominant model of that species. The individuals experience no significant genetic change during their lifetimes, but each of them is part of the evolution of the species. So we have a double declaration of what evolution is, and that it's not something like we can just evolve humankind to survive a catastrophe destroying the Earth or something like that. That's not something that we are able to do. Evolution happens over millennia, and only over millennia, or over like a 10,000 year, 100,000 year lifespan, more 100,000 year span is where evolution really occurs. And to occur, we will have to have an evolutional pressure, so a reason to evolve. And since that's what I inserted during that one thing, is that humankind, I don't really think will evolve anymore, because we have no evolutional pressure. We don't fight for our lives if someone has inferior genes in terms of evolution. Oh, don't take that wrong, please. If someone has inferior genes, he will just pass them along Because our society is built that way that we all get to pass our genes along if we should so choose so. And if we find a partner, or if we or if we are female and find an institute who wants to give some semen to us, or several other ways. But we are able to pass on our genes even without a check if our genes are good. So there is no evolutionary process, and just we get mutation, but we get random mutation, and not the better mutation is that which goes through at the end. So Samsara says, there are hidden dangers in this new world. I have inexplicably escaped death any number of times. I suggest vigilance. Who knows what happens to those who stepped carelessly too often? Nothing happens to those. I think I see a QR code. Yes, I see a QR code. Am I going crazy, or do the computer terminals have a personality? I didn't say that! I didn't say that. First thing, and the second thing, what's that all about? Hasn't happened in this playthrough. Window through a door. There's a QR code over there. Oh, there's stuff over here. Okay. This will be some kind of double thing. We have to set something up again. First of all, you stupid thingy here. This will have a short load time, yes. Okay. This will be here. And we will have to set it up in a way that we can see. Just has to open once. Just has to open once, and now I can take this one away. What do you say? I just don't understand this one. I figured I'd try and make some progress here, but honestly such a thankless task compared to what else is out there. He's too stupid. And we do this one. Wait a bit, run against the wall like we did in the first episode. Get the stuff. Look around, have no star in sight, and go out and directly go across to the other side. I wanted to go back to look how many stars we have here. If we have one or two. One. What does it say? Hello again, I've been checking your responses against library archives, and in order to assist you further I need some additional information. Can you tell me what is to you the important difference between a pebble and a tree? A tree is alive? Between a tree and a frog. A frog is delicious. That's the French answer down here. Frog is conscious. What's the difference between a frog and me? I have feelings. I think a frog feels too. In a shallower way, but it feels too. I'm rational. I don't think that frogs are irrational. I'm self-aware. I think frogs are too. So nothing important. Frogs are people too. Frogs are people too. Well, it's not inconsistent with what you said earlier. Fragments may not be smart, but I suppose they can solve simple problems. Ah! They tricked me, and because I said that people are program-solving machines. That's great. I agree that animals are every bit as valuable or pointless as human beings. You agree that there are some activities persons are capable of that frogs are not, because if frogs are people, then the certification program is radically unfit for the purpose. I agree that animals are valuable, pointless human beings. You agree that some activities persons are capable of that frogs are not. No. Because if frogs are people, then the certification program is radically unfit for purpose. No deal. Well, I'm sorry, but if you want administrator privilege, you're just going to have to prove that you are in some way distinguishable from a lower amphibian. What I'd like to put to you is that the important difference between you and a frog is that you are rational, you are self-aware. That is what makes a person. Let us take stock. I think we can tentatively conclude two things. A person must be rational or self-aware, and a person must be conscious. What I suggest we do to help resolve your problem is ask whether you are in fact those things. Are you aware of yourself? Can you rationalize your existence? Can I rationalize my existence? I can't, but the robot here can. He has a purpose. I tend to agree with you, though your responses so far have been a little eccentric. I am resigned to admit that you are right. The matter of whether or not you are conscious seems rather more elusive. What is consciousness, in your opinion? What separates us from the animals? I said no. They have consciousness. Consciousness is what it is like to be me, metaphysical, but true. Consciousness is feeling and senses. That's a bit too less for consciousness. Consciousness is far outside my area of expertise. That's interesting, that's true. And consciousness is what it is like to be me. It's the most true thing to say here. So let's say that. What is it in ordinary terms? Can I touch it? What is it made of? Of neurons? Is beyond the laws of physics, so metaphysical. Consciousness is another word for the soul, or is a complex functional system. It's a complex functional system. We're not making progress. We'll have you through that certification program in no time. In the meantime, I will mull over your proposal and notify you if I come to any conclusions. Okay. I just wanted to look. Yes, we have 1 star here. Yeah, that's interesting. Milton wants to talk to me the whole time, but the other one won't. Something about a star. Something about a star. Okay, that's very... Oh, that was a working title, and... It was a working title, and they just didn't let it be that way. They let it stay that way. Stop you, stop you, stop you. Okay, that's very easy now. If you let me through. Yes. Thank you. Oh, we only have this one. Do we have to connect from there, or do we have any, like, high up stuff? We might have high up stuff in some of the trees, or on top of those. No. Not this time, so... I'll just connect you and put you here and go back to the level where we were before. Do we need red or blue? Red. So we're getting our next star. Soon we'll be able to open the first of those star doors. And destroy that. What's there? Just take this. Point it that way. Connect it. Don't be stupid. Put it here. Don't be very stupid. Put it there. And I'll walk in its way as long as I can. Doesn't suffice. So, something about a star. I really like that when they sometimes leave a working title in, just to fuck with you. Okay, 3 ones left. We have. I like the box ones. We've made some connector ones now. Let's do the box one. Over the fence. What the fuck? Okay. I'll take that with me because I might need it. Okay, that was very easy. Cross is a connector thing. That way. Have I read that one yet? Yep. Road of Death. Oh no. Okay. Can I go here and take this one? Okay, I can. Oh. Fuck you. It's even more than that. Let's just go ahead. Okay. Samsara terminated here. Program temp. I found, but I'm only stuck. What was I supposed to see? I see clouds. Samsara has a second series that also is called Samsara. Be fast! I know what I must do. Stop there. So I can't walk past it, but what I did here was I made him take it for me to here, and we're ready for this puzzle. Oh, and we didn't get one for that one. Okay.
Cease! In the time of your ancestors, there were those who did not choose the path of faith. You do not need to fear their ghosts. Fear only that you may become like them.
Aha. So that's the last one we need for the fan. So I think we'll later end this episode with a fan. Wow. So first of this, and then behind it. Okay, so next of this goes here. We can put it anywhere further. This goes there, of course. And we need one more. What the? Okay. We can do this like somewhere here, anywhere here. So You have to insert that inside there somewhere, like there. Ah, that's why it doesn't turn color. Nice one. Okay. We are ready for our next experience, which is the fan. And I really like the fan. The problem is, there are some assholes spoiled it already. The boxes are floating. Nothing to tell. So we take the fan, which is this one. Oh, they're becoming harder and harder to solve. I think I always say that before I even start trying. Yeah, but they're always pretty easy and don't take much time. I don't think there are any timed ones in here. There's timing stuff in here, but not those puzzles, so it's not that bad. So I didn't show you how it looks if they disappear and they just go into the floor, like hyper sci-fi stuff. So now we have 9 stars. We have to get a 10th. Will we get a 10th? So next time we'll start with word B2, read the stuff inside, solve the puzzles, get the star, and go over to building A and solve the star room there. So, okay, see you next time.